the sevens and the nines, and we got some new beginnings on your daily numerology coming right smack dab in the middle of the week, the climax, Oya's day of high winds and changes. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Attention, star seeds. Attention, light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on-the-fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now. Ashe and Mojibatu Olodumare Bobo Egungun Ara Orun Bobo Orisha for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast.
Ekaro, if you're catching this in the evening time. Ekule, if you're catching this in the evening time. Ekaro, if you're catching this in the early morning's rise. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo on 222.9, the Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. And we're winding down your tools daily night. So how did Ogun bless you today? Look at all those notifications going off. Because see, I like to resonate with Ogun energy and the tools as using what you have in your hand to open the road in front of you. That's how you work with the Ogun energy from within as you respect his outer essence. And this has been your Mars ruled Ogun venerated day. In many Orisha traditions, Ogun is ruler of Tuesday, Ishegun, day of victory, and Ogun is the god of war. So it is my manifesting prayer that Ogun opens the high roads for you. Ashe. The daily numerology is on a 16-9, and 9 is the number of Iba Oya, and that is Ogun's wife. So we got some wind in the trees kind of energy today. On your 8th Tuesday of spring equinox and the 4th one of Taurus season. And the moon tonight is waxing in my house. Hey, Leo. So get creative with your endings as you open new roads. Find constructive ways to keep those outer energies at bay that are not headed into your next level of spiritual being. If you've been kicking it on the mothership, you kicked off at 12 a.m. moonrise with heart chakra sleep meditation in the zone. We had the rising Bimbe to Ogun, and then we had the old school smooth groove, Divine Fathers of Song. And I'm kind of interrupting the love hour. Hope I'm not interrupting too many people getting your freak on. But we are in the midst of my Tuesday nightly vision of what love looks like, brought to you by the Divine Fathers of Song. And there's nothing like it when a good soul brother sang to you. Who helped me? But when the clock strikes 12 a.m., which is about in an hour and some change, and Ogun passes that time clock to Oya, Tuesday goes to Wednesday, Mars passes the baton to Mercury and Uranus, and we are at the week's climax. Day 3. Who doesn't love a good climax? Third eyes above cycles, everybody. I wasn't just talking about the physical. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled. 222.9. Beam up.
Did you enjoy the work and greenery wisdom of the pair?
Oh, stop.
Did you enjoy the work and greenery wisdom of the Peridopotis? Well, I hope you did, because now it's time to take to the skies on my Wednesdaily blog, the Malbec Planetarium. That's www.poeticallymuse.org/Malbec Planetarium. That's POETICALLYMUSED.org/MALBEPlanetarium. Bet you won't join me there tomorrow to learn a few secrets of the quasars. Ashe.
And we're back. So, in case you're just now joining us, I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9. And it is Wednesday, May 15th, 2024. And we got some starting points all in the whirlwind because Wednesday is Mercury rule that deals with the intellect, deals with the mind, deals with the intuition when you take it up to the higher octave, Uranus, which is my Orisha, Mama Oya's planet. On your daily numerology, you have a 19-1. Iba Oya, Iba Oya. On a 19-1. And that's a new beginning. So many of you will be experiencing new beginnings, pondering new beginnings, or acting in new beginnings. And Oya does this in the form of either cool breezes or tornadoes. So you want to make sure you take those changes in the form of a cool breeze, especially with Pluto in retrograde, which is bringing about a lot of small internal changes that make all the big differences. And we went into Pluto retrograde on the 2nd of this month of May. We'll be coming out on October 12th. Going in Aquarius, the house of knowing, the house of spiritual rebellion, and this retrograde will end in Capricorn, the house of karma, justice, and carnal energy. This should be interesting. It is the 8th Wednesday of spring equinox and the last one of Taurus season. So all you bulls, go ahead on and get your party on because them two sides about to come in next week. The moon, like last night, is still waxing in my house, Leo, house of the cat people. So, with these new beginnings, get creative. Be more specific in your manifestations because many of you have put in the work of doing what you have to do and you never got around to really asking yourself what you want to do. And now is the time to make those requests in a very specific manner. Because those of you that have been putting in that work, you star seeds, you time travelers, you earth angels, you doing those of us out there that are doing the work to build the new kingdom to come as we elevate to 5D, it's time to start being specific about your tools because the universe is definitely ready to drop them. Ashe. So, if you were born on May 15th, happy solar return. May the Almighty God, Goddess, Olodumare, the Orishas, the ancestors, and the spirit guides of your respective faith bring you many, many more filled with Bobo Ire. And Bobo Ire just means many blessings. And if you were born on this day, you have great ability and natural aptitude. You are a constant reader and you enjoy good literature. Oh, I like books too. Let's talk about some. Observant, critical, shrewd, and cautious. Gotta work on that. You are a competitive, competent social leader. You are a loving parent and the direct source of all happiness in your home. So maybe that critical, shrewd cautiousness is there to protect that soft ground that lies underneath that hard surface. And that's not so bad, is it? All right. Okay, everybody in the other 11 zodiac houses, haterade is not alkaline. So make sure that you are showing the Taurus people in your life some love as they turn up in their season, as they teach you more about the Taurus energy in you. hmm Because all of us carry the energies of all 12 houses, and studying the signs in your natal chart can really help you understand you and answer many of your own questions. Just saying. If you would like more of an interpretation, I do offer Taurus only astrology readings where we explore your house too, where we explore your placements of Venus and Taurus. And as always, I do have spiritual guidance, mentorship, and counseling phone calls available at the number you see going across the screen. Those of you that are listening on the Mothership airwaves to the sounds of Cool in the Gang Summer Madness, get a pen and paper and do this old school, baby. We're going to write this down. My phone number is 314-200-0368. That's 314-200-0368. And that's to have a one-on-one spiritual counseling session with yours truly. We are cruising through the third decan, coming in on the back end of Taurus season in the third decan. So if you were born between May 11th and May 21st, you are half Taurus, half Capricorn. So y'all are them bulls with four horns. Jesus. Ooh. Anywho, in the season of the Kemetic way of the stars, we are still in the season of Anubis until May 27th. And in the 12 figures of African spirituality, we are in the season of the market. And if you'd like to know more about this energy, then beam up to the exclusive orbit for my exclusive Taurus and Aries packages that will be available on May 21st. I'm going to take a quick break with my whistle, and when we come back, we are going to get to your nightly tarot draw, your Wednesday tarot draw for the star seeds. And this one is from my Mayan Oracle Tarot deck. In the meantime, in between time, enjoy some of my original bars of poetry. This is Before Sight, a poem I wrote about prophecy first coming through my poems. This is 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. Before sight. Before sight of shells there were stanzas, stanzas of my soliloquies. Before sight of wisdom, before sight of worship, there was only my written word, Afoshe. Before sight of divination, before sight of Dafa, there were diaries, diaries in dozens. Before sight of revelation, before sight of reason, there were only my rhapsodomancies of rhyme, rearranged to rhythms of my lipstick-kissed alchemy, alchemies of my depths, my valleys, my mountains, my visions, my empathies, my testimonies, my joys, my sorrows, my love. Before sight of awakening, before sight of airwaves, before sight of anointing, there were archives of my allegories. Before sight of clarity, before sight of conversion and clergy call, there were collections of my ink prints. Before sight of prophecy, before sight of priestesshood, there was poetry, poetries that bear my fruit. There was me. I painted this one all kinds of colors for you. Listen. So I slipped, fell down this rabbit hole. This rabbit was black, somewhere in the valley of my own thighs, the gate to my soul. The wisdom inside took a stroll on a stride, no watch, no time, just I and the ride. Side saddle, horseback, reverse cowgirl style. My stallion is black. I'm back for all I was robbed of. So put it in a sack, grinning from ear to ear like a purple Cheshire cat. So I slipped. Fell down the rabbit hole, this rabbit was black. Somewhere in the valley of my own thighs I dug up roots so deeply concealed, ancestral truths, and all they reveal. All I need to survive, the electric to thrive, the magic of bloodlines, the black honey from my hive taste so sweet. I keep the beat on my headphones to block out the jive. It's all inside. I slipped down my own rabbit hole. A tale to be told of diamonds and the hearts. I'm the queen, flipping tarot card soldiers. They talking when folks ask me what I see. I'm free. I hit a curve in the whirlwind where my hips spin, seeing love gagged and bound as all but a fairy tale. The putrid smell of cigarette butts keep you stuck in bad thinking. Tobacco sticks attached to karmic dick burns short like dynamite wicks and pending implosion. I sweat black oil, I don't need lotion. I keep it moving in a spiral motion. This rabbit hole of my own potion eases my stressed nerves. In dreams I travel like birds. I spin round my own world on the axis of my curves and affirmations off the verbs of my tongue. I speak, Mad Hatters run. SU has all the fun with the Tweedledees and Dums and even the ones with dashikis and drums. Too much free makes you dumb, so I'm reloaded. There's more on my tongue. Alligator peppered, spicily suggestion. The fleshing of the details, my Cosmo cocktails find refreshing. Expression, my kryptonite. Truth, my colors. Words are my fix as airwaves are my HOV lanes. I put it in the mix. Others' intentions become my bag of tricks. Free to form prophecy and let them drip from my lips or expressions of divine rage. I lick my finger, turn the page. I let it burn cause I'm a sage. Low vibrations disengage. I'll taste my genius. Some call it crazed. I'm amazed how the sun is shaded in amber while the sky is dipped in black. I drip in the last of mango-flavored fucks about the deserters that desire to come back. I go dry on opinions, get sticky for the facts. Tasty like paradise on parrot's ice on the last time I was alone on my back. Shit. I'm within. I can't run. I can't hide. Down, down, down this rabbit hole. I'm a Bonnie with no Clyde. I slipped where nothing slides. I'm an oracle, a circle with no sides. I'm a mountain lion, so there's no pride. I'm aging backwards cause Father Time must like me, but why? Cause I slipped down this rabbit hole between my thighs to discover all in which I'm divinely assigned. An iiiYansaje Muse abstract poem. Ashe. And we're back. So if you're seeing this part of this forecast, then this video is for you. This tarot message is more for the star seeds, the time travelers, the earth angels, the weirdos, the eclectics. Y'all get my drift. This is a star glyph from my Mayan Oracle Tarot deck, and the card that shows up here is Ben. And Ben is card number 13, a grounding, a grounding, a grounding. And that can be tough when your mind is always in the quasars, receiving those divine downloads. You don't want to be so out of space that you're not paying attention to what's going on right here on Earth. That's number one. Point number two Ben comes to make tonight is, well, it's something along the lines of being fluid through your changes. And Oya is the Orisha of changes, especially on spiritual levels. Many of you are experiencing a massive shift in your perspectives. It's an internal shift that many people cannot see, but you can intensely feel. And changes for the better and changes for the worse are both uncomfortable because they both require you to come out of your comfort zone. So you're being called to come out of your comfort zone for good reason, because as much as you may doubt your own abilities, deep, deep down in your spirit, you already know what to do. It's just a matter of embracing the discomfort of making a different decision. And this goes right hand in hand with Pluto in retrograde about dealing with those inner taboos and those inner changes. And it's those small things that make the biggest difference. Ashe. So allow yourself to become more fluid instead of so rock hard solid in all your beliefs and everything you may think you know. You know, something came across my desk today where someone said, I don't feel like I have any more questions. If you feel like you're in a space where you're not questioning things anymore, then now is the time to master what you think you already know. Because when you're mastering something, the new questions will raise themselves all their own. All you have to do is allow yourself to be fluid and receive the downloads, receive the changes, and allow yourself to act upon them. So on the other side of the deck, we got another star glyph. And it's the Mulak card, card number 9. 9 is the number of Oya, but only one little thing with it here. Mulak is inverted. And Mulak deals in self belief, understanding and embracing your spiritual self, strengthening your discernment, ceasing to be a people pleaser, not caring how people view you. It's a lot of those little blocks that you got to sweep out of the door to really let that bend starglyph energy in, to really let the energy in and being fluid in your changes and allowing people's opinions to fall where they need to, because opinions of others are very invalid when it comes to your spiritual growth. And what matters more is not even your opinion of yourself. The knowledge of yourself is the foundation to your spiritual growth. And when you're hitting this growth point in the place of this massive internal shift, it's okay to allow yourself to feel the downloads enough to act on them, because that's precisely what the universe sent them to you for. Ashe. That's my general message. Should you need a personal read, then by all means, my phone number is across the screen, 314-200-0368. Or if you would like to schedule a video session, then treat yourself to the lovely Oya care package that I put in this video's description box. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. Don't make me land a tornado where I could have been a cool breeze. Oh yeah. The Uranus collection, brought to you by the Mothership Mystic Boutiq. All proceeds go to 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio for the Road Less Traveled. Beam up. And that concludes our forecast. I certainly hope that you gain some things for your inner universe, that can help you better navigate through the outer one. Remember that Wednesdays are turn up days for people under the signs of Gemini, Virgo, and Aquarius. And tonight, May 24th, 2024, is a historical date on 222.9 The Mothership. Because TikTok finally allows us to upload videos to up to 30 minutes, this will be the first full episode that will be released on TikTok. So I'm proud of that. Thank you for joining me. If you are listening on Tuesday night, then stick around as we get back to your Tuesday nightly vision of what love looks like. And we're going to kick that back off with music from George Duke, No Rhyme, No Reason. If you are listening at 6 a.m., then stay tuned for the rising Bembe to Aya before we jam the divine feminine mothers of song. Either way, remember, the sky is big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of George Clinton, free your mind. Your ass will follow. This is 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. You know what makes orbits so fascinating? They move very, very fast, yet appear to be moving very slow. Actually, orbits do both simultaneously. 222.9 The Mothership Internet Radio is a 24/7 orbit rotation of old school grooves, planetary funk, and mystic teaching. Here's what's going on today in the Mothership's